Let's have my microphone kick in. Hello and good morning, my crafty creatures. It has been a hot second since I've actually had the cross stitch up on the screen. I had a little bit of a rendezvous with my diamond painting on Saturday. Just for a short update, tell everybody I was alive. Do my January drawing, for presents. So I think I'm gonna hold off on February, just because it's already halfway through and whatever. But starting off in March, I'll get it going again. I haven't, I still haven't shipped out December yet, so I'm a little behind on the shipping department. They're all done. They're in boxes. I don't know if you guys can see the corner of the boxes right there, but they're in boxes. They're ready to go out. It's just a matter of motivation. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is the first day in a long time that I've been able to stream, and I haven't been being poked and prodded. Yesterday was a surprise. I got my days mixed up. Um, I'm starting to realize it's one of my signs of burnout is I'm starting to get things mixed up. Like I'm transposing numbers. My dyslexia is really kicking my ass. Husband creature pointed it out, and I'm like, I've had a rough couple weeks. Um, but I'm really pleased to be here today, and I'm hoping, because I don't have any doctor's appointments until April or March or April, end of March, beginning April, that area. I don't have any doctor's appointments till then, so couple of weeks of freedom. uh and I have it all ready to go. Like they're all ready. I just gotta tape them up and buy the shipping labels and whatnot. It's not that there's a lot left to do. It's just a matter of I don't wanna. Uh, it's just those days of winter. Like it's you're just done with it, and it didn't help up here. Um, Thursday we got snow, which was kind of yucky but not awful, and Sunday we got bitch slapped with snow. And I know that the South is getting snow too, and it's weird. Um, I love you so much right now, Jules. I feel that in my soul. So yesterday, Friday, my eye pokey doctor, because I have two eye doctors. I have my normal eye doctor and I have my eye pokey doctor. So Friday, my eye pokey doctor calls, and I'm in no mood to answer the phone. I'm just like, fuck this, fuck that, yuck, 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 yuck. So I didn't answer the phone. I left a voicemail. They always do. They know me. And I was like, oh, I'll check it just to confirm my appointment on Tuesday. So over the weekend, nah, I potatoed all weekend. I did pretty much nothing all weekend. And then on Monday, I'm like, oh, I should maybe check that message to see when I have to get going on Tuesday. Nope, nope. My appointment had been for 8:15 Monday. I checked at 8:20. I gave him a call. I'm like, hey, I'm still snowed in. What can we do? Apparently, a lot of people had canceled. So I got in at 10:30. It was just a dilation and a dye exam. Um, so I chugged down a bunch of water. I'm like, 10:30, I'll be there. I had to wake husband creature up. I'm like, hey, honey, we have to go shovel the car out because I'm a ditz. Um, so we got ourselves shoveled out. We got everything cleaned up. Got to the eye doctors, no problem. I chugged some water because it's hard for them to get my veins if I don't. Like I literally like an hour before have to chug a ton of water to 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 puff myself to hydrate myself. I don't know. Snow nados are not fun. They have happened. It's kind of like thunder snow. Um, but yeah, so I get the dye test done. My laser work is holding up. Um, he's like, well, we could do another session on one of your eyes, and I'm like, not with my current insurance, we're not. That's not even on the table. If I'm holding steady, we're gonna continue with the eye pokies because I can afford those. I don't like to afford those, but I can. So we're continuing with the eye pokies, no laser work. I hate laser work. But after that, I mean, I should have come home and rested, but I didn't. Um, I so the dye that they give you makes your pee look like Mountain Dew, and I had chugged a ton of water, so it was a fun evening of Mountain Dew colored pee. Work was pretty good. We had 4 people on. I transposed some numbers, but hopefully that'll stop because now that I'm not getting poked every single day of the week and I'm not glutened and I'm not sick. It's just been like it happens every year. It happens every year that I get sick and whatnot. But being glutened on top of being sick really sucked, and then having that with all of my doctor's appointments just was awful. So I am glad that is over with. I'm sad that I haven't really been cross stitching. I like to cross stitch on stream, uh, but it's not mutual. It's not. I don't have to just cross stitch on stream. I can come up here at any point in time. But it's just been so much. I've just been so overwhelmed. I do have things I want to show off. I'll show them off. Show them off towards the end of the stream. I got my dragon all done. It's my dragon. I want to go for one more before my show in March, and that one's gonna be a for sale. So I'm not sure, not sure what colors I'm gonna do. Um, I mean, in all fairness, it can be as almost as many colors as I want because the butterfly wings have 4 sections. The wings have 4 sections, which in theory could be different color. Each one could be different colors. I like to go for at least two matching like 2 colors, like maybe an outline or whatnot. But I'd also be game on for tops being one color, bottoms being another color, that kind of thing. Um, but I like my body being one, the body and the arms and the legs of the dragon being one color. Again, doesn't have to be because it's art, but I'm trying to feel my way around what colors I want to do. I want to do another baby dragon with some of my custom yarn, but I gotta remember where I put my custom yarn. So that's a thing. But I'm really getting good at the body of what Megan Lap does. Her body type, it's all the same. Her Velociraptor, her dragons, is all the same body part. So it's I'm getting really good at it. So yesterday while we were shoveling out, I couldn't find our other snow shovel. Now, in the summer we use our snow shovels for dog poo. We are a multi-purpose household because the dogs have big poo, and sometimes only getting to it every day is nice and everything, but let's be real, that doesn't always happen. So sometimes we just use the snow shovel and shovel it up and dump it out and whatnot. So I was like, honey, where's the snow shovel? I don't know, is it out back? Yep, it's out back. It is currently in a block of ice because a icicle formed right over where we stored it. Um, and it when it was cold, when it was warm, it would melt and drip and freeze into the snow, and the snow shovel froze into the ice thing. So we only have one snow shovel. I used a flathead shovel. It's not quite as effective, but it's good for detail work, like under the cars, around the wheels, stuff like that. Today, today I believe I will get done the color of 823. Um, that's what we're working on. That's what we've been working on for a good old while now, but I have a short bit where I'm working right now, and then I have a bit in here, but then it's all done. And then I'm gonna flip a coin whether I want to do black or 939, because those are the next two big-ish colors. Um, I might scan through my either pile, because as long as it's touching like this area, I can work with it, but I don't like jumping around, because that's when mistakes happen. Yes, I need to program the bot for a barker for her, because that's right now. Um, that's where the meadow dragons come from. Um, the babies come from another crafter. Her. So it's crafty intentions is the meadow dragons. It's yarn inspirations is the baby dragons. Um, but yarn inspirations doesn't have, like, her baby dragons were like the winner of her pattern crew. She's also on Ravelry. Um, but yeah, her baby drag, at least for me, like, she might have patterns that someone else falls in love with. For me, her baby dragons were the winner. Um, and let's see. I I have a couple cuties that are I'm gonna make a few more of them. See how well they go, because everybody loves cardinals, and I found a cute little cardinal pattern. Um, they don't take too long to make. I can whip them up real fast. But I've definitely noticed, like, sometimes what I think is gonna do well doesn't. Yeah, so it's. I'm just glad that I don't have perishable items. Like, none of my stuff goes bad. I can keep it for years, and it will eventually find its person. Oh, yeah, no problem, Dragon. There's no wild and crazy in here right now. We haven't started that party yet. So tomorrow I'm not streaming because it's Wednesday and I don't stream. I have to go do errands and shit like that. Um, Thursday Thursday will be my long stream. So, and Friday is my day off, and it's gonna be a stream with Das. Still don't know the time yet because I keep forgetting. Keep forgetting to ask, but it's gonna be with Das. Woo! Also on Friday, I'm getting my new stove, which I'm super pumped about. Um, the baby dragons is done by Yarn Inspirations. Let me find, because I have the pattern like right on my desktop. I can. Baby dragon. Oh no, Imagined Yarn. My bad. Imagined Yarn. Um, let me find the creator's name. Generally at the very bottom. Um, maybe at the top. Yeah, it's Imagined Yarn on Ravelry. Um, yeah, she doesn't have any, but I do. I need to make. They're super cute. I still love the baby dragons. They're super cute. Close current tab, and we're gonna go over there, and we're gonna open OBS again. Ta-da! Okay. And I fully encourage people. If you want, I'm not gonna. The pattern makers ask if you sell them to put their info on your page. And I'm not gonna hide it from people. Like, I want to encourage pattern makers. I'm not gonna give you the pattern, but if you want to know who did it, I'll point you in the direction. You can go support that creator. Um, oh, okay, almost. I am almost done this little corner here, and I'm almost out of string. So let's hope I can get the 2 stitches that I need out of this. It's funny, the page actually ends on these stitches, but these were the only 2 in the area, so I was like, no, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get it done. It's my pattern. I do what I want. Okay, so I guess she's only on Etsy now. Um, but still, baby dragons. And what you don't see, and I didn't realize, like, I didn't I like to jump into things like head first and ask questions while I'm doing it. I'm the person who doesn't fully read the instructions all the way through. I just kind of go and fix it. Like, I'm that person that there's a whole list of instructions, and at the very end it says don't do any of these. And while sometimes I read the instructions all the way through, other times I don't. That is why I never sell my first one. My first one is always a giveaway. If someone likes it, awesome. If they don't, then it'll sit in my house slash room until someone says, "Oh, that's really cool," and I'll be like, "You want it?" and are you sure? I'm like, "Yeah, here." And that is the story of why my first get given away. Um, okay, there is that. Let's see. We now have one area left with 823, and I gotta change my color. Ooh. But yeah, I got my Meadow Dragon all done this weekend. Um, I'm working on another another gift slash commission. It's Charizard, Mega XL Charizard. Now, these one this is a licensed character. I do not sell. I make these for friends and family only, and they get given away at no cost. And someone asked me to make one, and I'm making one. So, and he's in pieces right now, but he's a good size. Like, he's Charizard, so he's pretty awesome. Hello, hello, Dust. So this Friday we on? What time? I just have to figure out, like, because it starts up here, so I have to figure out where. Okay, so that's the top. That one. Let's see. two, two in. So two in and how many down? 2, 4, 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5. There we go. And here's hoping. Okay, so you want to do our normal 6 p.m. I have the whole day. I have the whole day. Mm-hmm. Okay. We are on the last chunk of 823 on this page. The wolf has made his appearance. Divine is around. So I've been working on my Blue Sky social media too. It's not solid yet, but it's Raw Creature Create. Because they have a character limit. That's my Blue Sky for at least Raw Creature Creations. Those who want my personal one, just DM me on Discord and I'll get it to you. But I am starting to transition away from Facebook, which is not easy. I will have it some for my retail space, but mostly it's just to keep in touch with family. I'm still learning the ins and outs of Blue Sky. I'm still trying to get comfortable, so that's why I haven't been like, yeah, Blue Sky. It seems okay, but I'm an old fart. I miss MySpace. Can we trade all of our current social media and can we go back to MySpace, please, Tom? Elder Millennial. Please, come back, Tom. Let me have my top 8. Let me customize my page. Let me force me to learn coding languages so I can do cool stuff on my page to one up other people. Tom, hear me. Come back to us, Tom. And yes, I know MySpace is still around, but it's not the same. I'm talking when it first came out, version of MySpace. Yes, we were kind of bitch slapped by the storms. I mean, I guess I have grown old and crusty because yes, while there was a lot of snow and I did not enjoy having to shovel it, it could have been worse. My power didn't go out. We were fortunate enough that we didn't have to drive around in it. Yes. Yes, the 2 storms that we got, we were hit, but I live on a cliff, so I just kind of push it all off the side of the cliff. I do have to worry about it getting high around the gate, the lower gate of my fence, though. I have a fence that has only a 4-foot gate, and I have some sheppies who are very curious. Actually, I have a story about them. So, Husband Creature and I have been like, yeah, when he gets home, we need to take the dogs for a walk them out so that they get some yayas out. just short walks, nothing to write home about. Just about, I want to say about a mile. Takes us 40 minutes, if that. Um, and it's walking and wielding dogs. So, I mean, we probably could do it faster, but it's more about for the dogs than for us. So he gets home today, and it is fucking cold outside. Um, it's not just cold. It is, it is fucking cold. But I'm all bundled up. I've gotten the dogs all in their collars and their choke chains. We actually have to use the spike collars, um, because the choke chain, you do the fast correct, and they're like, yeah, really, huh? Um, I do use the spike collars, because the correction gets their attention a little bit more. So we're doing our walk thing. Everybody's behaving. We're not having. I mean, I had to. Pixie towards the end of it was being a little much, so she got a couple of corrections. But we're walking down one road. They haven't plowed our sidewalk, so we're actually in the road, which Rob and I both hate. Um, and this lady's walking down the sidewalk that was plowed, so we get out into the road and we're trying to be polite about it. Lady stops at an access point. She couldn't have stopped where there was a snowbank. She stopped at an access point and lets her dogs bark at my dogs. Now, this sets off barking. Now, easily redirectable. We were fine. We were moving on. Then a loose dog comes out. I think his owner was getting ready to leash him up outside. Why don't you leash him up inside before you let them outside? But loose dog comes out. Um, and I have Pixie far enough away because Pixie's the worry one. Pixie's the worry one. Because she has teethers and she has no problems using them. Which comes to the surprise of the day. So the loose dog runs up to Cesar and they start doing their sniffy thing. Cesar, well, while husband creature's trying to correct him, Cesar turns his head ever so slightly and just nips the loose dog. It wasn't gentle, or it wasn't vicious. It was very gentle. It was very much a warning, though. I could see it in his eyes and I could see it in his ears. The nip that he gave this dog was a fuck around and find out. And Cesar is very passive. Cesar is like he would rather run away than face whatever just scared him. He's not that way out in public with people. He actually becomes a different dog out in public. Um, but it was I could hear him saying as he's gently just nipping this dog right on his chin, his jawbone, going fuck around, find out. And so we got it all untangled. There was barking, but there was no interactions. But we're just like, seriously? Yeah. Oh, and Pixie was barking, and she was like, "Let me get into this action." Um, but we got away, and it just added to the cold. And then I had to stop because my shoe came untied. But it was like it was 6 dogs, 4 humans. Oh. But that's kind of what we're doing. We're doing it again tomorrow. We're as soon as he gets home, we're gonna take him out on the loop. Um, I mean, we have a nice short little loop that we used to do with the 3 of them with actually when we had Britta, um, we used to do just like a short little loop to get some yayas out, and it's good for us the humans. It's good for the dogs. Um, so hopefully hopefully tomorrow's not as vicious. The wind was just awful. Um, but I'm hoping tomorrow is just a smidge different. But we might have to buy the booties, booties, because it was a little rough. It was a little rough traversing. Both of them started limping because they got cold feet. Um, but we were really, it was a short walk. It was like 30 to 45 minutes. We were all outside. So, but that's how I woke up this morning. And then I came home, I took all my meds. My stomach says I'm hungry, but I'm not. It's rumbly grumbly, and I'm like, I just put food in you, and it was safe food too. So, oh yeah, no. What I did this morning is I got the collars on. They know that when the collars are on, good things are happening because my dogs run around naked most of the time. Um, they are under. I want to give them 90% verbal control. Um, if you throw a cat into the situation, it's hit and miss. The entire line, Rune, Britta, Pixie, and Cesar. Like you throw a kitty into the mix, all bets are off. And the entire line is also very car stupid. Like they don't recognize that they're running into the road. So they very much stay in the back of the house, where it's all fenced in, and I take meticulous care of my fence. Mind you, if they were motivated, they could clear the 6 foot fence, no problem. I'm very fortunate to have lazy dogs. Oh yeah, oh yeah. In the summer, yeah. And I figure in the summer it'll still be early enough that it hasn't heated up yet because husband creature gets home at 7 in the morning. So, um, but I need to measure them up for the booties because I want to get high quality, well fitting booties. I've also been trying to tackle my 90% done projects. It's little things like reframing my windows. The windows that I have finished aren't trimmed out yet, and they need to be. But I also need to do things like sand, mud and sand, tape mud sand hallway, stuff like that. I need to focus, and I need to do these like little 5 minute tasks, even if it's just like one seam. Okay, I'm going to focus on this one seam, that kind of thing. Um, so that I can get things off of my plate and declutter a little bit. It's going to be a baby step goal because I know who I am. And while it doesn't always make me happy, I am at least confident enough to go, I know who I am, and I'm gonna do my very best. Um, One thing I'm gonna have to do once the ground starts to thaw, though, is dig out underneath my addition and start jacking that up. Um, I'm gonna have to sink. I'm gonna have to sink some do re mi into getting it fixed, just because it's becoming a problem. It is becoming a problem at my house. So doo. Just looking at all my stuff. I've actually been pretty good about cleaning and organizing my craft room. You wouldn't guess by just walking in right now. Um, but I've been actually getting things done and organized, and I'm so proud of myself. It's harder than it seems. Um, Geesh, I'm cruising right through this particular section. I don't know. I guess I really have missed cross stitching, and I know nothing's really stopping me, but at the same time, just like I get in my mindset, like, okay, I'm gonna cross stitch, I'm gonna be on stream, woo. Um, it's that blocking out that 2 hours of time where I know I'm here with you guys, hopefully motivating you to do stuff that brings you joy, and just chittering away, and but when I'm not doing that, I don't set myself up to just do that, and it's weird. It's a strange place in my brain. My brain wandered off. My brain wandered off. Oh, so in my random ADHD brain today, I came up with a new song because when I walked into my house after walking the dogs, it was like, I can't feel my face because I'm in Maine and it's cold out. So that's my new jam for when I can't feel my face anymore. Well, then you need to take a nap then. I have therapeutic stabbing and if my therapeutic stabbing encourages naps, then let naps happen. I know that after stream today, I'm going to be working on Charizard and keeping the stove going because it is cold and windy. So, okay, let's see. Nope, not all of it. Almost. Last little block right here, and then 823 is done on the page. Page color finish. Woo! Fortunately or unfortunately, this is probably the most you're gonna see because once all the other colors start getting in, the the strong outline gets washed out. But that's the beauty of blending is you get to see the outline here, but once I start adding the other colors, it disappears real fast. Okie doke. We're done 823 on the page. 823 is all done. Doopy doopy doo. Oh, there's that. Take a piece of string off. I didn't even have to wind a new bobbin. I'm gonna keep it accessible though because I'm gonna have to soon. Okay, there's that. There's that. And 823 can go into its spot. Okay, we're gonna wipe 823 off the to-do list. Well, let's see if I can find something to write with. You would think an artist would have plenty of things to write with at all times. No, no, the same rules apply. As soon as I need it, it is not there. Okay. Now I'm gonna zoom out and I'm gonna make choices. Okay. What? Okay, so 310. 310 is a very large color. Well, that 310 takes up the entire top part of the page. I don't think I'm ready for that just yet today. So I want a big color, but I don't want a color that's too big. I mean, I could always expand upon the ear. There's a lot of... Vermont keeps calling me, and I'm not quite sure why. Okay, 312, 517. Let's see. Nothing's really calling to me just yet. Like I'm like, okay. Let's see. I I put another color in. I put another color in a second. Let's see what it is. Well, it's 803 is the second color. I'll think about it. I don't know what past me was thinking. It's not a bad choice. Not a bad choice, but I don't know if it's what I'm feeling today. It might be. What's really funny is all of the other colors, all of them, are just around the ear. Like unless the 310 and the 939 are the only two colors that aren't involved in the direct molding of the ear. So I'm gonna grab 803 because past me said this was a good second choice. So I don't know why, but yeah. Have a good nap. 803. That's what we're getting ready to do. This one's easy though, because I'll be able to go from the top and work my way down. So yeah, I'm gonna start up here, go down, and I'm just gonna start from the top, work my way down. Hmm. Hmm. Well, we got Dast too somewhere, but I'm sure Dast is doing important stuff, protecting the Canada. Push comes to shove, I'm gonna invade Jules's Peepaw's house, um, and figure something out. I'll take good care of it. It's nap time for everybody. Oh, yeah, yeah. I feel that mood. I actually, it's funny, today's doctor day at work. So I generally put in orders um after the doctor is gone. And I I'm also working carts tonight. So all I'm going to be able to do is the orders really. I mean, there are a couple of spots that I didn't do that go down this way. I'm just kind of building a foundation so that I can migrate my butt down this area. Okay, so that. Yeah, all the major colors all are in the ear. It's and they're all the blue grays, so it melted in. And let's see, there's a random. Oh, not random, just kind of out there. Out there, X, way out here. A mood. It's a mood X. It's just one spot right there, but it's meant to be. Okay, skip 1, 3. Hmm. Here. And then a cube. Mhm. Next week I'll start in on After I'm done 803, I'll start in on 310. But it's gonna be block black. It's the entirety of across the top of the page. Just that's all it is. Oh, finally the uh the ice dam that is on the corner of my roof is making its way off my roof. Mm. I didn't even look to see what I was getting for mail today. If I'm getting anything good, even. I'm gonna do these two halves and then whip out a new piece of string. So I got to show off my two new crowns, my two new pretty princess crowns. I have to renumber all of my crowns. So if that gets redeemed, it's just gonna be random. So this is number one. This one, and these ones didn't need to be fit because they're not metal. That's number one. Kind of like earthy, witchy kind of thing. Kind of cool, princess vibes. Princess vibes. Pretty princess. And then it has ribbons so I can decorate my hair around it. And then now these ones weren't like high quality tiara prices. The other tiaras that I have are a little bit more pricey, but that's because they're the legit tiaras. And this one I need to wrap the wire a little bit better, but this is my other one, and I still haven't figured out how like best I like it on my head. So this is my other one. This is my stone princess one. Um, it's truly it's just a headband wrapped, a wire wrapped headband. Which I mean I don't I paid $2 for it. No, actually no. This one I got for free. This one I got for free. Um, so no real complaints. I can easily just whip up a better base for it. To be fair. Okay, I need to end this. I need to end this string. I'm hoping tonight I have enough energy, and I think I need to add to my things I need to get done after stream. Is I need to clean my shop vac, or my wet dry vac, because apparently shop vac is a brand name. But I need to clean my wet dry vac and its filter and all that happy fun. And I need to tonight when I get home, I need to uh, suck the dog fur out from around everywhere. It'll only last a hot 5 seconds, but for that 5 seconds, I will have an, a dog hair free zone. Just because it piles up. They're not called German Shedders because it's cute. But Cesar smells like a boy, so sometimes just vacuuming up takes boy smell away. Hmm. The mail has arrived and left. So if English would work, that would be phenomenal. Um, I actually had a product that I wanted to tell you guys about that I used that was phenomenal. But I can't. Oh no, it wasn't even a product. It was a YouTuber. So I like to watch videos of people cutting grass. Like, I don't know why. It's kind of like in the same vein as I like watching Dr. Pimple Popper. But cutting grass gets me less views. Um, but I watch a YouTuber called the Midlife Stockman. He is a guy who lives in Detroit. He works in the auto industry, and in his spare time, he goes around and helps people fix their yards or cleans up the sidewalk, and just overall he does it for free. Obviously he does it so that he can post videos on YouTube and monetize that, but um, the people he's helping don't have to pay anything. And I was watching him. He put out a new video yesterday, and he was clean. He in February in Detroit. He is trying to clear off a sidewalk, and and I don't know why he didn't think about it, but I posted a comment going, I don't know if you're going to read this or not, but have you thought about a landscaping flamethrower? Because that can at least like thaw some land out enough that you can get a good dig in with a pickaxe or something, instead of having to break through the ice and then hit the soil. A flamethrower will heat it up enough. Um, but I mean, I love watching stuff like that. I wish I had a little bit more of a drive and a few more spoons, um, because I would do stuff like that. Um, I just sometimes it's just so exhausting, and I don't want to commit to something that I can't keep doing. I try to take my time by what was I doing? I don't know. I did something. But I like watching him because he he's spreading. He's doing reckless good, which is something that's just so amazing. Okay, I guess that X is staying. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Um, but on YouTube, it's the Midlife Stockman. Um, it's so phenomenal. Like it doesn't take anything to help a little bit. see what's going on here. I'm just trying to figure out where I am. Okay, so there's that. There's that too. Okay, so I haven't done anything too weird yet. Well, maybe just a little weird. Just a little weird. Okay, so that's that line. Okay. What happens when I get lost? Yeah. And that's the hard bit. Like I could if in my area that was a situation, I mean, I where I am is is very much uh people come and get themselves plowed out. I'm fighting with a messy area. It's not really a boo boo. It's just I didn't. It's not as neat and tidy as I would like it. Okay, so there's that. There's that. Okay, there we go. There we go. But where I live, I'm not at all motivated to help because every time I'm outside, I'm like, oh hey, I'm feeling in a good mood. Maybe I can help some people out. Like when they're shoveling, my neighbors. I mean, sometimes I help them. The house that I complain about the most, they have someone who plows their own driveway. Not very well, but they can toss a car in there. The neighbors behind me who are questionable on the best days, just scream and curse at each other all the time while they're shoveling. So I'm like, no, I don't need that energy in my life. And there's only like one other house on my road, and it's right now abandoned. It's not being rented out, I should say. It's not abandoned. It just hasn't been being rented out. Um, so I'm like, no. And I know that these guys drive around their city and intentionally look for places that need help. Um, I, I, I don't have that. I don't have that drive. Um, I mean, if I'm wandering around and I come across a place and I see opportunity to ask, I totally will. But I lost my spoons to be proactive in that area a while ago. Um, it was funny. And while this was not for free, um, one summer I was working at Lowe's, and a guy just wanted his fence painted. He didn't want a new fence. He just wanted his fence painted and repaired, like repair a picket here and there. And Lowe's couldn't help him because they install fences, and the contractor that they contract out to is like, no, we don't do repair. We just put in new fences. Like, we'll take down your own fence and put in a new one, but we won't repair the one that you currently have. And we were talking, and I'm like, well, where do you live? So I was looking for a side hustle to pay for my firewood that year. Um, Hi, you guys are my side hustle that pays for my firewood. By the way, like when I sell stuff at craft fairs, when the stuff that comes in right now from Stream, you guys pay for my firewood. and and he's like, "Well, will you come out and look at it?" And I literally charged him just what I needed to be able to afford enough firewood. Um, he bought all the supplies. It was like the best couple of weeks of my summer that year because it had been a rough summer, and being able and it was a pretty big fence, like it was a half acre of land, and I just it was just nice. Like I like doing odd jobs like that. I mean, I didn't promise the world or anything like that, and he only wanted the fence painted white and repaired, so I did that. I repaired any rotten pickets or any super rotten pickets because some of the fence I told him, I'm like, yeah, some of this you just need to replace. Like um I straightened out what I could. See, Dragon being asleep, she's gonna miss when I take my dragon out to show it off. I'm kind of sad. Oh well. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so really. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So Thursday will be Captain Penis. It's nice to be back in a little bit of a groove. I just totally spaced on my appointment being yesterday instead of today. But I need the stability this stream gives me as much as some of you guys depend on me to have that stability. So I apologize that the past couple weeks I've been knocked out of commission quite literally. Like I would not have been a joy to be around. Yes, yes, rule 0, 0. Tell you what, when Tyler starts being comfortable with rule 0, I will be too. How's that sound? I don't know if I'm gonna hit. Maybe I'll hit over 200 stitches today. I'm only at 138 because yeah. Hey, hey, mostly did. I put in the hours to stay mostly alive. Sometimes, sometimes I mess up. That's what happened when I got gluten. I forgot normal people exist. Hey, hey, I'm the responsible adult. Someone made me the responsible adult. Blame them. Actually, I had a resident last night go, "Well, the shift supervisor told me." And I looked her dead in the eye and I went, "No, the shift supervisor," because she wanted someone to bring her dinner to her. And I went, "No, we can have it packaged up in paper," because she was just feeling yuck. She didn't want to be around, but she could get up and ambulate, move around to where she needed to be. And she's like, "Well, the shift supervisor told me that they could bring me my dinner." And I look her dead in the eye and I go, "I did not say anything of the sort." She's like, "You are not the shift supervisor." I'm like, "I sure am. From 3 o'clock to 11 at night. What I say generally goes." And it was just so funny. It's like, no, no, I'm not gonna toss my power around, but you're not gonna take advantage of one of the new people because you don't want to get up and grab your container and walk back to your room. And she's like 20 feet from the dining room. Like it would be, it's nothing. Um, she just was not wanting to get up out of bed, and she wasn't running a fever. She just she's coming out of shingles, and I understand shingles is very painful. I get it, but we can't as the facility that level that we're at, we can't have people being waited upon because that would make them. Yeah, even the old people don't wanna. But we can't be doing that because if that happens, they get kicked up a notch and they leave the parameters of our facility. So, like we're truly like we're seriously, we're not trying to be massive dicks. But sometimes we got to say no. It can be, and I don't know how it works in Canada, but we are a res care level 3 or 4. Um, we are not we are not in assisted living. We're actually just still res care. Um, and that those of you who speak medicalese, there is a huge difference between those two things. Res care is different from assisted living. And we're at the top end of res care. Don't get me wrong. We're high level res care, but at the same time, not assisted living. And there are days where the director will be like, "Hey, just bring it in," and I'll be like, "Okay," but I don't want to get in trouble with my boss. And this lady is also the kind. This particular person is also, if she can, she's gonna. For us, when it gets to that point of Parkinson's, we actually do have to shift them out because it's not our that's beyond our level of care. And people think we're being dicks when like I say stuff like that. It's like, no, we have a set of parameters that our facility and staff, like, yes, I am trained on a lot higher end stuff. I am an exception. Most of our staff is not trained for the higher end stuff. So if you start reaching that higher end needs category, unfortunately, you have to be sent out because we can't take care of you. Yup. So far, all my counts are correct. Like from the top, all my counts are right, so that makes me kind of happy. And they're all lined up too. Oh yeah. Yeah. And unfortunately, um, we've had we're the level of like, and again, I don't know how Canada rates as opposed to the United States, for like med care facilities, but the PNMI homes are we're bigger because it's a different category. It's PNMI, but it's a bigger category because we have 48 rooms. Let's see, 20, yeah, 48, 24 and 24, 48. Um, we can only have 48 people, but we just trying to figure out because I'm going downwards. Okay, skip to we are a well second win for the win. Second wind for the win. There we go. Articulation, enunciation, I should say. Okay, so there's that where I'm at, and then we do two in. Okay, yep, two in for cube. I have to sneeze. Ah, there we go. Um, we are a no lift facility. Um, we call EMTs. Oh, thank you. I think it's a little too late though. Um, we are no lift. Um, we are very hands off. We can stabilize an item, but we don't like we're not hand sounds awful. We're not hands on. We're there for support and guidance and to make sure that you get food and your meds. And to make sure that overall they're safe. Ooh. Okay, yeah, stinky cat turds will wake you up. Okay. I was just the bless you comes from when you sneezed. It was believed that demons could had the opportunity to enter your body, and and by saying bless you after one sneezes, ensures that there are no demons in your body. And again, a little late. Fun information nobody asked for. Yep, that's actually what we do sometimes. Is Maybe that's it, Fast. Anyway, one way or the other, there were demons involved. So yeah, we actually have had to have that conversation with residents. Is like, if you keep doing this, um, we're gonna have to reevaluate you and see if we need to send you to a different facility, because it's the truth. We don't want any of our residents to get hurt. We don't want them to go through any pain or suffering. Um, and we want them to get the level of care that they need. Um, but we can't. There are some things that we are not allowed to provide. We're not that level of care, and the bylaws of the residential the facility aren't as easy to change. It's like there's a process, and the board will not go through that process. Okay, I think. Let's see. I think I'll be able to at least get the down to the bottom on this line here. So, skip 1 and 4. Oh, cat poops are gross. When I had a cat, the best litter box that I owned was one that it was covered and everything like that. But to clean it out, you tipped it on upside down, and all the litter like slid into like a container. And then the container shut when you flipped it back up, so that all the loose litter would come back into the rest of the thing, but all the yuck would stay in a drawer that you could just pull out and put in the trash. Best best litter box ever. Uh, you, my friend, just described almost every man that exists. He's not always stinky, but when he is. Uh, well, springtime is kitten season. I'll send you a link to what it is. Jules. I mean, I'm also a fan of the great ones, where and you can that the flippy uppy one you tend to use non-clumping litter because it go, but um, it's the great system where like interlocking it makes a solid, but you take up like one of three levels and it sifts down and you just have the container of the yuck. And I am not a cat box kind of gal. Um, I, I it's one of the reasons I don't. It's not that I don't like cats. I do like cats. I do not like cleaning up after cats. I don't like if I could have a cat that would go out with the dogs and have a schedule. Like if I could have a Sheldon cat. Um, uh, uh, it is a trap because there aren't a lot of people who are willing to expend that kind of energy. Mm, Gotta wander all the way across right there. So we're gonna end it, and this piece of string over here. It's kind of like I like adopting older dogs, like adult dogs, because yes, I don't get to know their past. I don't get to gain that like that growing up bond. I also don't have to potty train. Now Rune was a champ. He was the bestest boy. I will throw paws. He was the bestest boy ever. He was potty and kennel trained within the first couple of weeks that I got him. It took a lot of work. I did not get a lot of sleep in those first couple of weeks, but he would make sure to tell me when he had to go potty. Within the first couple times he was on his own. So uh you guys could get a Savannah. That's a like Savannah or Maine Coon, the best of both worlds. But get get a Siamese. Those are also dog like kitties. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Maine Coon cats are assholes. Um, yeah, I got Britta when she was 1.5, and she was one of the bestest dogs ever. Rune has been my only dog that I got at 8 weeks. I had Bindi, I got her at 2 years. Um, Kira was 8 years old when I got her, and Cesar and Pixie were 6 when I got them. So I mean, I've adopted what people call senior dogs. I don't buy that 1 second. Um, but yeah, yeah. I I held off. I firmly believe in spaying and neutering my pets. I do not want cats. I would male cats 6 months to a year is what I generally but in that time they would be an indoor cat only. If they decided that they were outdoor kitties, they would get their outdoor nub nubs. Female cats, I would let them have their first heat and then get them spayed after that. Um, I try to. Yes, I love the seniors because yes, they can be lazy shits. Um, but like with not Cesar, with Bindi, I got her spayed. She was 2 years old. She was all done growing. With dogs, I wait a lot longer, um, because you can, at least with the shepherds that I have. I know that there are people at 6 months they've got them spayed. Everything has been fine. Um, I like to err on the side of caution, especially with puppies and whatnot. I wait till they're out of puppy. I know that if I adopt, they're already spayed and or neutered, and that's fine. Nothing against that. But if I go out and I purchase a dog from a reputable breeder, um, I will absolutely sign the contract of getting them spayed or neutered. I just wait until they are 2 years old. Well, dogs are rough. They're rough dogs. Pixie's snoring. Yay! I have a few things that I got to do after stream. Whew. Oh, so one of the things that I've ordered recently is it's a T it's a TMP system, um or TPS or something like it's the tire pressure gauge system, but it goes on the caps because my snow tires don't have that system in the rims, and it's expensive to get them installed on the rims. So I've purchased one that I'm gonna see how it works, um, and go from there. Yeah, yeah, like the long path. Ask questions. Yeah, I'm a huge supporter of animal rescues and whatnot. I've just had a lot of shitty encounters. Um, where, like, I set up appointments for them to come. I want to foster. I'll probably be a foster fail a couple of times, but at the same time, I want to be able to foster. Um, and I mean, my yard is fenced in. Yes, I do work, but I also encourage kennel training. So, like, I would kennel train a foster dog, kind of thing. Um, but I've just had so many bad, bad encounters with rescues in my area. Woo! I got over 200 stitches. And and there's such a need for them too. But people get in, people like much like healthcare. People get into these things thinking, "Oh, hey, this is going to be easy," not fully understanding the front and the back end of the logistics of doing a rescue. Um, and that's where they fail. And then unfortunately, the animals are the ones that pay. Yeah, it's hard. Ah, ah. I mean, one of the things I use as a monitor has Netflix on it. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Oh. Okay. I'm looking at the time. I'm looking. I reached the bottom there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So today we went from 3.04% to 3.11%. We got 223 stitches done, and that is that for that. But I'm going to show off a couple of things. So, show off my little cardinal that I. These little cuties. These little cuties will be available at craft fairs. They're about going to be like $10 because he doesn't take very long and he's super cute. But my kittens go for 5 and they're like half the size of this. So I think $10 is good for the little cardinal here. He's cute. Now this is all mine. This one is not for sale, and if I were to make another one with this level, this kind of work, I'm looking at a base of 150 for this level of work. These are my showstoppers. Like most of my stuff doesn't go for this kind of price. But these are my showstoppers, and this is my this is mine. The wings are all beaded. I have beadwork down the body, like down the body a little bit, both sides, different patterns. Like I could probably manage patterns. My favorite is on the nose. I put a little star on the nose. But this is mine. I gotta pick dog hair off of it, which will be a very, very futile thing. I am going to Scotch guard and I'm gonna glitter paint and then Scotch guard it. But I did some beading on the edges on the fins here. Only a little bit of beading. I might add more. Haven't decided yet. But yeah, the I'm super proud of this. This one of these would be about $150 to $200 for me to redo. Because it's a lot of work. But Ugh. Oh, but that was I'm super proud of that. I am calling it a day. I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Stay warm if you're in a cold area. Stay cool if you're in a warm area. Um, Drink your water. Take your meds. Be kind to yourself without harming others, and be kind to others without harming yourself. I will be back on Thursday, 9 to noon, with Captain Penis, aka Call Dance Dionysus, and I might actually have another thing to show off. Don't know yet. He's a lot of parts and a lot of assembly, so not sure where Charizard will be on Thursday, but oh my goodness, I love everybody. Thank you for the gift of your time, and I'll be lurking if you need me.